At first glance, Yosemite's natural wonders are easy to observe. Iconic rock formations such as El Capitan and Half Dome attract visitors from all over the world. As we dive deep beyond the unique rocks, plants, and animals of Yosemite National Park, we find a rich cultural background of the native people of Yosemite Valley, which has influenced the place we call Yosemite National Park. The dramatic landscape of Yosemite inspires a sense of awe in those who visit the valley. Yosemite National Park is comprised almost entirely of granite, an intrusive igneous rock, meaning it crystallized from magma miles underground. These rocks were formed when the Pacific Plate slid underneath the North American Plate, called the subduction zone. Magma chambers 3 to 10 miles below the surface build up as bodies called plutons. This rock, once it cooled, becomes the granite exposed in Yosemite today. Ice Age glaciers played an important role in shaping the towering granite walls of Yosemite Valley. Series of glaciers entered the river-carved valley, plucking, polishing, and transporting rocks. The repeated glacial periods eroded the valley, sculpting the many dramatic landforms seen today. To match the striking landscapes of Yosemite, the plants and animals in the valley are just as diverse and unique. One of the most striking biological features of Yosemite National Park is the giant sequoias found in Mariposa Grove. Giant sequoias are native to the western Sierra Nevada mountain range, between 5,000 and 8,000 feet in elevation, and can live upwards of 3,000 years. These trees can grow to be well over 200 feet in height and have a girth of over 20 feet, setting them apart as the largest trees in the world. Underneath the forested canopy of the giant sequoia, the floor of the Sierra Nevadas is teeming with life. Yosemite National Park is home to over 400 species of vertebrates, including fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. The high diversity of species is a direct result of the elevation difference inside the park, ranging from 2,000 feet to 13,000 feet and includes 5 major vegetation zones. Yosemite's expansive elevation has provided an ideal habitat for animals to live, thus adding to the diversity and uniqueness of the park. The diverse aspects of the park are not limited to just the plant and animal life. Yosemite Valley is home to its own distinct native tribe. Contrary to the rest of the world, the native people of the southern Sierra Miwok tribe refer to the valley as Ahwahnee, meaning gaping mouth-like place. When the first Euro-Americans came across Yosemite Valley, they mistakenly named it Yosemite, translating to the killers in Miwok. The southern Sierra Miwok referred to themselves as the Ahwahnee, meaning people of the gaping mouth-like place. The southern Sierra Miwok date back their residence in Yosemite Valley to as far as 3,000 years ago. Archaeological evidence shows that the early people grounded seeds and hunted using atlatls and spears. They lived in bark houses made out of pine or cedar poles wrapped in grapevine, resembling that of a teepee. Currently, the Ahwahnee no longer live in the park because in the 19th century they were evicted by the federal government and took refuge in other nearby tribes like the Paiutes in eastern California. The Ahwahnee hope that one day they can return to their native land of Ahwahnee. Yosemite Valley was discovered by Major James D. Savage and Captain John Bowling in March of 1851 during their expedition to capture the Ahwahnee tribe. In 1857, traveling to Yosemite Valley became a regular occurrence. Many of the early visitors to Yosemite were Californians, and the number of visitors increased exponentially after the completion of the Union and Central Pacific Railroads. John Muir, who is referred to as the father of the national parks, once said,
"When one tugs at a single thing in nature, he finds it attached to the rest of the world."
Yosemite Valley was the first federally protected piece of land in America, gaining protective status in 1864 before becoming a national park in 1890. Congress's decision to grant Yosemite federal protection inspired the government to protect more unique and diverse land throughout the United States, leading to the current National Park Service and the creation of 58 national parks across America. Yosemite is well known for its wide variety of recreational activities all around the park, but no activity is quite as iconic as rock climbing. The earliest climbing dates back to 1869 with John Muir, but it wasn't until 1957 when big wall climbing took off with the first ascent of Half Dome and El Capitan. Throughout the next 60 years, climbing has been pushed to the limit by some of the top climbers of today. Free soloist Alex Honnold became the first person to climb El Capitan without a rope in 2017, and Tommy Caldwell and Kevin Jorgensen made the first ascent of the Dawn Wall, the hardest long free climb in the world. Yosemite offers many recreational opportunities for those who don't climb. Many come to witness the uniqueness held within Yosemite National Park. Some hike to waterfalls such as Yosemite and Bridal Veil Falls. Some enjoy skiing down at Yosemite Ski Area. Others enjoy birdwatching, art, or photography. But we all have one thing in common: a deep love for the parks.
Climb the mountains and get their good tidings. Nature's peace will flow into you as sunshine into trees. John Muir.